Merry Happy Halloween!
So kids in this day and age need to learn that if you have any activity, you need to work in at least 15 to 20 minutes of parents taking picture time.
Stop points.
Bittersweet, downtown collectives and city lights, sojourns and so on. I miss my baby boy's eyes. Bittersweet, arteries hardened and everything. There's no tomorrow, but I miss my baby boy's eyes.
Okay, day full of getting ready. I am leaving for California on Friday. We are running the HVIII Brand Goods booth at Record Breakers at CSA. So a lot of big lifters, good crowd, good exposure. We love the people there. A lot of our favorite people right there in Dublin and around the CSA area. HVIII Brand Goods is going to be out in force. It's going to be me, it's going to be Matt, it's going to be Keegan from Training Lab. Actually, some of our guys from Fulfillment, Phil is going to be out there. He's from Strength Guild. So I've got to get a few things ready today. I am going to get my hair cut right now. I'm going to get this mess taken care of. So at least I look halfway decent. Laundry, fun stuff like that. Got to have clothes to wear. If you notice I'm talking a little strange, I'm still trying to get used to this. I'm wearing Invisalign right now. I got those trays in finally and I got them stuck on my teeth. So I feel like I just have a giant wad of plastic in my mouth. Like it's taking a little getting used to, but it's pretty cool. And then after that, we're taking the little ones to gymnastics, and then it's getting to work on HVIII Brand Goods stuff, trying to get ahead of ourselves a little bit and make sure that we're really, really prepared for this weekend, so we don't have any, having to figure stuff out at the booth, which we've been getting better and better at. So, but there's always wild cards to these things, so we're going to try to be extra ready.
I miss my baby boy's eyes. I miss my baby boy, I miss my baby boy, I miss my baby boy's eyes.
All right, Hannah, say again, what did you think of my haircut?
Silly.
Silly? Yeah, well, maybe a little bit. So why have kids in gymnastics? There's usually a few reasons why people are going to do that. One is very simple. A lot of times kids that are ages 4 and up, they need regular activity. They need physical activity. They need something every week, especially the ones that are not in school yet, that are preschoolers. They need to get out and they need to have some sort of structured activity. It's good for your sanity too as a parent. Even if you have to stay with them, if you can't drop them off, like I'm right now, I'm sitting the back wall of the gym while she's working, but it's still good for everybody. The second reason is maybe you have a gymnastics background and maybe you, this is something that your kid might have a chance to be competitive in someday, so you want to give them a head start. Our situation is neither of those. There's plenty of activities that I have with the kids and things we can do that we don't need to add this one extra thing. It's nice, don't get me wrong. I like her having the activity. And then on the other side of the thing, I'm 6'2". Ashley is 5'9". We're not built like gymnasts. Their odds are the genetic cards are not going to fall in the favor of our kids being elite gymnasts. It's just not going to work out that way. We just don't have the build. It doesn't run our family, anything like that. Why it's important to me, looking at my coaching career, people that I've coached, kids that I've coached especially, the kids that are always the most prepared and adaptable and able to take coaching and integrate new skills are the ones that have usually gymnastics background or martial arts background. The body control, the ability to take coaching, the adaptability, the proprioception, the kinesthetic sense, all that stuff seems to be a little bit ahead of the curve, just a little bit. And that's really the big reason that I have my daughter and my son at times in gymnastics when he's not playing other sports. I think it's just a great base, and I wish somebody had kind of made me do it more when I was younger. I wish my parents had been more aware of those things and made me do them. I found I found martial arts on my own later on, but I was already pretty mature at that point. I didn't develop a lot of the athletic base. I mean, I played enough sports, a wide variety enough sports, where I feel like that helped me a lot. But when I started doing CrossFit and its emphasis on gymnastics movements, I really saw, even in my 30s, I saw a huge increase in my overall athleticism and my adaptability, coordination, all those things I talked about before. So I want to give my kids that leg up. I want to give them that sense of their bodies and what it's capable of. And that's, in terms of figuring out what a human body can do and how it can move in space, you cannot beat gymnastics.
Bittersweet.
You're the cutest face.
What is the name of that food you're eating?
Egg McTaco.
Whole new directions for hitting walls.
So another example of just training whenever I can, getting it in when I can. The girls are going for a nice long walk. The weather's really nice. They're going to find a playground, chill out for a little while. I'm going to eat some lunch real fast and then go outside and throw some sheaf while I have the time.
First and hollow, follow me where I don't know. This really poison or prelude or petty noise. Choking on peach trees, follow me where I don't know. Follow me where I don't know. Follow me where I don't. Follow me where I don't. Follow me where I don't know. Get up. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Over and over, my insides are coming out. Maybe I'm better off. Maybe I'm better off. Bittersweet, like your head in my memory. Your voice as it's fading, maybe you're better off.
Went on through the sheaf a little bit, the 20-pound bag. I have noticed a real disconnect between what I can do with the 16-pound bag versus the 20. So I really wanted to work on that. I kind of wanted to just tool around with different techniques, different styles of throwing that I haven't really messed with. I'm pretty uniform in the way that I throw, and it's gotten some results, but not what I really want. So this is the time to experiment a little bit. I worked on a few things. I worked on trying to follow through more instead of just the hard block on the left, like I see some throwers do, trying to follow through like that. I tried turning my right foot a little bit more, which has been a conversation that's been happening with Scott Farr lately about how he throws the sheaf. I also tried spinning it. I've never worked on the spin before. I've never worked on spinning the sheaf. Don't quite have it figured out yet. Didn't have enough time to get it all done, but it'll be fun. I'm going to keep working on it, keep it in the toolbox. Like anything else, I compare it to stones. Like I keep the spin and the glide in the repertoire, so to speak, and I feel like one kind of helps build the other. So I'm hoping that some of that happens when I spin the sheaf. I'm hoping there's some kind of carryover, or maybe some light bulbs go off with the standing technique. So yeah, that's the throwing for this week. That's probably all that's going to happen before I get to California. I did get some pretty awesome news about what's happening in California. We just found out that the guest judge is going to be none other than Ed Cohen, greatest powerlifter of all time. So I am going to do the best I can to get my stupid face in a picture or video with his.
Maybe you're better off.